a combo, getting ahead to really take control of the game.
They've got to find ways to split Nautilus's team comp. Nautilus's 5v5 is super strong, but their side lanes aren't unbeatable. Like, Yone is strong in the side, but Yone doesn't have the ability to take towers as quickly as other split pushers. He doesn't really exert that same kind of pressure as you would expect from a Jax or a Trundle, but Sion does. So that's I think what they have to do is play through the macro and really make it the most out of their side lane pressure and look to create those split skirmishes where Sylas can really shine.
Yeah, I think Atomic Waldo. Sorry, I think it's Atomic Waldo who's on Forge Whale Riders. Yeah, his Emilio is going to be so important, right? The ability to kind of cleanse the sleep from Frozen Ace's Lily.
Yes.
So and Milio Ash is a very strong early game combo, right? You drop down the Cozy Campfire, Ash is outranging the rockets at that point and able to like just fire down on Jinx Nautilus, and Nautilus, unless he wants to like, dredge line straight into his own death, he's gonna be really hard to play.
Yeah, they definitely do have a strong early game bully lane for the Ash Milio into Nautilus Jinx. But it is very vulnerable to getting Nautilus hooked. I mean, Milio's ultimate is very strong against most forms of CC, but it's not against Nautilus. The hook knockup are the two things that you can't cleanse, so that's going to be a real problem. You're much happier to be looking at Milio into Leona than you are into Nautilus.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really interested to see, I know Atomic Waldo is one of, the kind of highlights of Forge Whale Riders just from how much love he gets from the crowd. So thanks for everyone in the Twitch chat shouting out Atomic Waldo. I don't have it open, but I assume someone's cheering for him. Is that he's a very mechanical player, right? Atomic Waldo, I think, is some of his best champions are like the aggressive supports like the Pike. I want to see if he's able to hit like the combo break of the Ultra Mega Fire Kick into the Nautilus hook, because if you time it right, you actually can knock Nautilus out of his hook.
Yes, you can. It is it's a difficult timing to pull off, and you have to be really confident that the Nautilus is going to hit the hook. Otherwise, you kick the fireball into nothing. and kicking the fireball into nothing is not a space you want to be in on Milio in this lane, because you're very vulnerable with that cooldown down. You just get run down.
Super vulnerable. So let's see if Atomic Waldo can kind of whip out the mechanics to make the lane strong. I think it's going to be on OG Mush to really space, because if I'm playing Ashe into Lilia Yone set, I know they're just going to be running me
down. Yeah. Ashe really likes being into matchups she can kite, but it's really hard to kite Lilia. So
yeah. Also,
we do see the cleanse
Yone. Cleanse on Jack Jinx.
What is this for? Ashold. Okay. Yeah.
I think it might be for the Zyra root, maybe the Sylas stun.
Maybe it's a knockup.
Arrow. So
Sylas is not a stun; it's a knockup. I know.
Well, maybe he's trying to cleanse the Sylas that stole someone else's ult that's done.
I can tell you exactly why Sylas is a knockup, by the way. It is so that he can proc Yasuo ultimate. If he did not have a knockup on his E, he would not be able to use it.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a slight displacement, as we see pretty standard lane setups. We see the Madman trading pretty evenly with Zacian. A nice use of the Decimating Smash using the range. That's one of the things that Sion can control, is like keeping the range with Set, because Set doesn't really have a gap closure. So it's really a bit of a spacing game for them, as we see Zach Bear and King Rolly on the Jinx and the Nautilus pushing in for early try on the bot lane. Oh, Sean hits the Dawn of Duck, getting a nice trade onto Winter, and like you want to see, he just backs off right after getting a nice little chunk.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Sion look to create as much priority as he can right now in these like first 3 levels, because once Set has all 3 abilities, the lane is very, very difficult for the Sion. As soon as you start to charge Q, Set just Qs and E's you, and it's just bad. So he's got to make the most of these first early levels. His time is ending just about now. And he is doing all right.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you see right there, Winter used the Soul Unbound, which is Yone's strongest kind of trading pool in the early game, and Sean just says, yeah, let me take it, and he gets the Kingslayer, gets the damage, and it's really hard for Yone to win those short trades, because Sylas's Kingslayer just heals him for so much and just so much damage, right?
Yep, it's a very strong early game for Sylas. There he goes.
Yeah, there he goes. Takes the short trades and
Very
backs off
impressive
immediately,
trades.
not letting Yone stack up the lethal tempo. Sean is playing this awesome.
We do see Yone go for the Doran shield, accepting that Silas is going to outdamage him early game. He doesn't want to fight. We are going to see Zacian just pushing the Scion into the dirt here. This is how the Scion set matchup goes. It's
Actually, the Madman
he's getting very good trades on Zacian, but
so he's just gonna fight this. A flash from Zacian gets him out of the knock up. He gets the knock back. Oh, and Madman barely flashes out to escape the last auto attack from Zacian. So both top laners trading their flash in a very aggressive level 3, level 4 fight. So both of them
Zacian
fighting to the death like classic top laners do.
Zacian cooking him. That is a great trade for Set. Really well played from Zacian to know that he wasn't under threat from anything but the Q and to flash it on the right timing. Flash is
Jump on Winter actually has to flash away from Winter. Frozen Ace flashes into follow. He's doing a lot of damage with the booming blows, but now the root comes out. Sean has to jump out as he's taken really low. Frozen Ace actually gets hit with the abduct. Sean is really in there, and he managed to get the Kingslayer. Just feels so low. Winter he flashes into Winter's auto attacks. Winter's getting kited out by Guo. He gets the Mortal Steel, but does he have enough damage? No, the spines from Guo as they get a 2-for-0 in the mid jungle. A beautiful use of both Sean and Guo spacing them out. As we said, you're gonna have to get ahead of this Lilia, and they did just that in the early game.
Incredible play by the Silas. They're really playing to the very edge, knowing the damage ratios really well to know that he can go back in on that Ipscon abduct on that re-engage and know that he can live long enough to get that kill before he goes out. Lives with just a sliver of HP and takes a very clean double kill there. Or
It was a beautiful fight from both of them. I think Guo and Sean just spaced it out so well. I saw Winter, had a really nice look with the flash knockup, but and Frozen Ace was dealing the damage consistently, but they managed to space it out. A bit of a desync between Frozen Ace and Winter means Sean and Guo pick it up. So a great start, and this gets Sean even more ahead and gets Guo even faster to I think his Faded Ashes likely.
Yep, it's a very strong start for that Silas Set and Scion in the top lane. They're doing this stuff. I do believe the item graphic is frozen.
Yeah, it looks like our overlays have been frozen as Sean actually hits level 6, gets full in, fully stacked Conqueror as
Winter's going in.
He gets it with the Fate sealed. He doesn't even have his own ulti. Sean goes in, misses the abscond abduct. A nice sidestep from Winter keeps him alive. Sean, if he hit that, it's for sure going to be a dead Yone. So a bit of over-aggression from Winter now means his wave state is a bit precarious.
Yep, very strong play from Sean. Any Aloys viewers out there will know level up timer.
He's gonna get the chain lash, and he gets the kill. A beautiful solo kill. Knowing the limits of your champion, knowing that you're ahead early game. A beautiful use of the abilities, and making
knowing tower ranges.
Everything.
Yone steps out of his tower range for 1 second, and Sean is right on him. Very well played. He's got the scent of blood in his nose.
Dude, he's smelling it. Dude, Sean is on sicko mode as he, just melts Winter in the mid lane.
We are going to see a Silas ban game 3.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Winter also, not to his fault. I think it was just Sean's really great outplay. He knew that the Soul Unbound was down. Like this skill, the E on Yone is such a long cooldown. Sean's abilities were all up before Winter could use the Soul Unbound to dodge anything else. So it's just a really great read from him, knowing that he wins the early game matchup and he's continuing to put down the pressure.
Yep. Yone, getting behind early on Yone can cause you a lot of grief, and he's really going to have a lot of trouble dealing with Silas now because it's going to get stat checky.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've been in these games before, and I did not like fighting against the Silas when he's up 2 kills.
Scion doing a great job at really annoying the living hell out of Set here. Going Bramblevest first is a very... it delays your first item by so much, but it does render the lane really, really annoying for your lane opponent. So when you're trying to live through the lane, it's what you got to do, and it's in anticipation of the obvious work play from the Set.
Yeah. I think one of the great things about Zacian though is that he knows that you can't really like fight this. Oh, as Winter is getting chunked out again, Sean is just beating the brakes off him with the change. Like I was saying, Zacian actually is up almost 2 waves of farm, so he's doing a great job, not letting it get to him, playing patient as we see the Fate sealed. Frozen Ace is behind for the gank as Sean is doing so much damage. He steals the Lilting Lullaby from the Lilia, gets 2 people drowsy. He's gonna get the kill even though he's asleep. They're both frozen there as Frozen Ace is trying to get a trade back with the Scott of Duck misses. Frozen Ace is taken so low. He's getting with another chain lash. Oh, he barely limps out alive. A beautiful 2v1 outplay from Sean, knowing the limits of his champion. If you're gonna pick multiple melee champions into Silas, you better be up to the plate as he just beats them down and gets a beautiful play.
This is a very, very bad position for Yone. He can't step into lane anymore. Silas will one-shot him. Yone has this issue where his entire kit is melee range, so he can't step up to the wave to clear it. He's just gonna get one-shot.
Exactly.
It's stat check now. Like, all Silas has to do is hit his abilities. He doesn't have to time them. He doesn't have to do anything creative. Just roll it.
Just click all your buttons on the guys, level down and 1.2k down, and just beat him up with the chains. Yeah, Winter.
Silas is on a full item, and Yone is on boots and a quarter of a bork. It's not a good look. But we do see Nautilus going for Dragon, which is ambitious when this Silas is so far ahead, but I think they're going to get away.
But they're getting collapsed on Atomic Wall. Looks for the Ultra Mega Fire Kick. It hits everyone. Atomic Wall has to use the Breath of Life as Zac Bear. Sean managed to steal the ultimate. He hits the depth charge onto Frozen Ace. Frozen Ace has no flash out as Sean flashes in and gets the kill. He has taken over this game on the side as King Rolly hooks him in. A nice kill under the turret. Actually gets Zac Bear the shutdown onto Sean, but OG Mush trades one back and Guo flashes in. Zac Bear is running for his life as the plant gets spawned. One more spit up the plant and he gets him with the Grasping Thorns. Guo kills Zac Bear as it's a 1-for-2. Or sorry, Frozen Ace. Yeah, Frozen Ace respawn. Man, the death timers are so short. Yeah, they stop the Dragon 3-for-1, but it is a shutdown for the Jinx, which might be a big, very important for this game.
Very, very ambitious to go for a Dragon play when your mid lane is both pushed in and that far behind. Yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah, a bit of a misstep from them. They just had no chance to kind of contest if they got locked in, and we saw Sean just popping off, using everything to get those kills. He's 4-1 now. He did give over the shutdown, but I think it's worth it as it seems like Wool's going to secure the Dragon. Oh, he actually has to back off as King Roll misses the hook. Oh, Winter's actually positioning. He gets the knock up, but he just does no damage. He gets a triple Fate Sealed, but he has no damage. Just like a little as Zac Bear's now in range. He gets the damage on the Guo. It's actually Frozen Ace carrying the Dragon as Zac Bear's turning this fight around. The Lilting Lullaby goes down. The Yone gets the first kill onto the Ashes. Atomic Wall, though, is in a 4v1 as Zac Bear is firing on him. This Milio is going back to school as Nautilus get a beautiful play, stopping the first Dragon and getting 3 kills for a 0 death. Just a completely positive trade for them.
Yep, this Jinx is going to be getting ahead now, and that's a very dangerous thing. It's what you don't want to see. As we said, coming into this game, Nautilus's team comp really does win these 5v5 very hard. You got to look to be careful in these team fights. You can't count them out.
Yeah, that's
and importantly, Sean was not present for that fight.
Exactly, your strongest player was not in the team fight, and I think Winter, props to him for actually going for like the 3-man knock up into the face shield. He's getting jumped on. I'm so sorry. He's getting jumped on by Sean. He has to soul him band out, but he's taking so much damage. He's trying to trade back. Sean actually ulti early, and now King Roll is here to back him up, but Sean gets the kill anyway. Depth charge goes out, and King Roll, he don't think he
have enough damage.
Heals him back up as he's dealing so much. Ball drops down the Strangle Thorns as we see, Super Mega Death Rocket hits into the Blooming Blows as Frozen Ace collects the kill onto Sean again, and we have Zacian running down from top lane, gets the Flash Face Breaker into the Showstopper into 2. Wall gets a heal from Atomic Waldo, but he still dies as Atomic Waldo is running for the hills. He tried to use the Breath of Life to keep his teammate alive, but Frozen Ace is running him down. And Zacian actually straight TP back to top lane to stop all the plates from getting taken.
Great play from Zacian. He's really interested in keeping his top lane turret up right now because, as we said coming into this, he's really got to match the pressure from the Scion because that's the only way that Nautilus have to win this game. I mean, Forge Whale Riders have to win this game, which I think is showing. We're seeing that even with this large advantage that Forge Whale Riders is having such a hard time locking in winning these team fights.
Dude, shout out to Zach Fair for that super mega death rocket from downtown. Actually made the difference between Frozen Ace getting the kill or not. I don't think Sean was expecting it, so that actually was a key to making them win the team fight. And yeah, beautiful play from Winter, keeping Sean interested long enough for his team to back him up. So even if he's down, he's not out. He's a playmaking Yone.
And that mistiming on the responsive side, stolen Yone ult, unfortunate. Just not knowing the Yone timers well enough.
Yeah, it's hard to know sometimes if you're not used to playing against the Yone. It's hard to time exactly, and sometimes the Yone can snap back early. But yeah, that key misplay from Sean means he gets killed again, and I think that's more gold over to the Lilia, who's starting to. She just got her first item, and she's not too far behind the Zyra. Oh, Sean actually missed this on the duck as Winter has to use the Fate Sealed out. A nice use of the Soul Unbound to dodge the stun, but he still has to waste the ulti to escape.
Yep, I mean, Silas is sitting on so much damage right now with the needlessly large lot power going in the shadow, but he's getting...
Frozen has him on the turret. He gets a lilting lullaby, making him drowsy. He gets the great kill back, but it's not a shutdown as Assion's beating the brakes off the Madman. He has the Stride Breaker into the Sunfire code. He is a level up as well, so he's just slamming him with the fists. I think he has enough damage. I'm not sure who's really winning this fight. Oh, we see the trade back as we see the Haymaker not doing a lot compared. Oh, they're still fighting. Oh my god, he gets the Showstopper and he gets the solo kill. What the hell was that? The Madman just stood there and took it. He maybe thought and he gets the
trade back
with the Undying Fury passive. So a 1-for-1 in the top lane, and I think both waves died as well. So just some scrapping from the top lane. I don't know about you. Who do you think came out on top in that?
That's a totally even trade. Set should really be winning here. He did go Stride Breaker, which I think is a bit of a mistake. I understand wanting to Tiamat for wave clear, but you're playing a Sion. You got to go work. You got to go work. You just got to do it.
Exactly.
Silas is really showing the issue that he can have where he is so committal that when you go in, if you don't win, you can't get out. So he is really showing that weakness as he dies back to back.
He has to flash out a nice dredge line right as he gets slapped, means that he survives another day. A nice flash out, and Sean used the Lilia ult for that. So King Roly overstepped a bit to clear out vision, but he lives to tell the tale. Oh, we see a lane swap actually. Yeah, Ochremancer, you want to walk us through this? It seems like they're sending Sassion into the mid lane to match the Silas, and now Winter's going to be dealing with the Sion in top.
This does make sense. I mean, Winter is clearly unable to match Silas in any way. And he does have a Bork, or most of it. So he does want to eventually be matching up into that Sion. So it does make sense to try and put him into the lane against the Sion. Set not going to have the best time against Silas, but he'll be fine.
And it seems like they're swapping back. They know that they want to get Winter time to farm on his Yone, so Zacian says, okay, I'll take it, and just continues to fight the Madman. And now Sean's in the top lane, so a bit of a weird change, but it actually means that Nautilus is going to start the Dragon, and they're going to secure it, actually. So it's a level 11 Lilia just slowly scaling up as they manage to sneak the Dragon. It means it's 2 for 2 on the feats of monster slaying, or whatever it's called. But yeah, whoever gets the next neutral objective will secure feats of warfare. Or sorry, feats of strength. Oh, Frozen Ace is on his jungle, and he flash Blooming Blows to get the sleep on him. Hits him with the Eve, and he's doing so much damage. Glove flashes out and uses the Strangle Thorns, but it misses Frozen Ace because Nier is running so damn fast. He's about to catch up, and he gets the smite for the kill. A solo kill in the jungle as Guo gets a little too aggressive in the opposing jungle. A nice look from Frozen Ace, who was a level up and hit every ability to get that kill.
Very clean combo from Guo. Would have worked on any other jungler but Lilia.
Exactly. Yeah, he
run down
the snare into the ultimate, but Lilia's just running at 10,000 miles per hour. You can't hit him with anything. Oh, and we see a TP actually, and we see it's both the ultimate and the flame tromper used, but Zach Fair flashes out and uses the cleanse. King Roly, a nice dredge line to barely escape. Wow, that is a heist. Zach and King Roly to get out, and that's Sean's teleport used to get that, so he has to back now, and it gives Winter time to free farm in the top lane.
I want to call out the Jinx Chompers there, really made that escape possible. Just an incredible play from Zach Fair there to predict the teleport, get the choppers down in time in exactly the right spot.
Overstaying. He did not have a wave, and the Madman ulted him under it, so he gets the unstoppable onslaught, and Winter dies for his sins. He's now 1-6 on the Yone, and Frozen Ace, it's just so funny. He just skips out being like, later, dude, I'm fine.
Yep, he is quite behind, but he does have a Bork, so he will be able to match this Scion.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever
like anybody that's not the Scion or the Silas, right? Oh, we see actually Frozen Ace stepping in the full combo of Whoa, goes tanking the turret. Can he get the kill? He has the Leandri's Furnace. Sean is actually now fighting in the mid lane. A nice dredge line out again. A great use of the Nautilus dredge line for King Rolly. He's getting it. He's like Spider-Man. He's escaping every single fight.
Yep, very, very creative uses of dredge lines to get himself out of bad positions here. It's how you got to be on Nautilus. He feels like a tank, but he ain't. He doesn't have the... Oh, we're going to see a Herald over the wall. Zassion's racing to get the first tower here. Bottom, and Zass's going to get it.
Yeah. Oops, sorry for the overlap, but yeah, F-Word actually did secure feats of strength, getting them the upgraded boots. So they got first turret and the first 3 kills, so they secure that, and the Rift Herald, which was the neutral objective, and it actually gets a second crash as there's multiple people in the mid lane pressuring. I think they want to take this fight.
It looks like they're positioning around Dragon and Otacon here. Winter's getting free farm in the top lane, which is the best thing he could ask for right now.
Yeah, he got a full turret by himself, and I think he's barely escaping with his life. I can't tell if Sean has caught him yet. Sean actually has the depth charge, so there's a huge amount of lockdown.
Should be fine.
Wow, Winter gets the turret and just sneaks out. I think Team Nautilus should rebrand into like the Thieves because they've been getting away with so much this game.
Yep, they're playing the macro really well, which is what they have to do to deal with this obliterator of a Silas here, who is really struggling to find anything to do right now.
Oh, Silas actually hits the depth charge, but misses the Abscond Abduct. It's actually not a lot of damage because Winter had the bone plating, and now the strongest member of Forge Whale Riders in the top side as their weakest member
with no TP
in top, and Frozen Ace is laying down the blooming blows. Zassion's just getting kited though. He's getting Chain CC'd. He has the grit. He hits the huge punch and he flashes and ults in the Scion, but he's taken so low. He's barely surviving. Zac Bear's firing on the Madman with Woes in the mix. Well, gets hit with the Lizzing Lullaby as Zac Bear hits a huge amount of damage with the Ultra Mega Death Rocket as Zac Bear runs away. And we see that OG Mush is firing on everyone, but Zac Bear trades it back. The Madman's zombie corpse is dealing so much damage, and it's a bloodbath in the river. It's a 3-for-2 over a fight over I think it wasn't even a dragon. They're just fighting over stuff.
Otacon's up, but yeah, a strong Nautilus. You know, Jinx just got to hit that fight. She got correct positioning, and Nautilus matching up their weakest member against Forge Whale Riders, and really, you know, if you count out the Nautilus, the Silas Yone split, Nautilus are ahead in gold. Yeah, they're up 2K if you count out the Silas.
They managed to take a great team fight on their own terms, right? And I think Guo had a great combo onto Zassion, but Zassion was just alive barely in so many of these kind of like low health situations, and he gets the flash showstopper to bring in the Scion to deal a bajillion points of damage, and OG Mush is firing and doing good damage, but in the end it's Zac Fair who does more. So he's on 2.5 items now as OG Mush is now only on 1 as King Roll. Oh, we just saw the interaction. He actually gets stopped by the Ultra Mega Fire Kick as now it's a 4v4 in the mid. Ochremancer, I don't know if they're fighting yet, so...
we do have a teleport up on the set, so we could be seeing a flank here from him. He looks like he wants to do something.
Right. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to approach for a fight. It looks like Team F-Word have...
Madman's very far forward.
Yeah, he's very far forward as we get the knockup from the unit, but he has to back off too. He doesn't have a lot of damage. King Rolly hits the dex cards as the Breath of Light keeps everyone healthy, and now Silas in the back line. He gets ulted out by the Showstopper. Sean has to flash out over the wall, and we see the Ultra Mega Death Rocket miss as we see the front line of F-Word actually in the mix. Sean tries to go for the kill. He gets 1 kill, but he dies as he's traded back, and we see actually the Madman dying on the Scion as everyone's taken so low on both teams. Now the Yone jumps in and he dies. King Rolly tries to Spider-Man away, but Atomic Waldo is just blasting him with the help of OG Mush. It's actually a fight in the favor of Forge Whale Riders. What a crazy fight. They actually get a 3-for-2, so not super clean, but they managed to come out with that dragon, and it looks like they're going for the Otacon as Frozen Ace is actually running for the hills. He's still here. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, it looks like
no,
yeah, they knocked him down. Damage. OG Mush just rips him apart with the arrows, and this is going to be the Otacon secure for Forge Whale Riders in a crazy bloody team fight where it seems like both fighters are just diving in the backline and dying.
All right, let's break that fight down for a little bit here. So I think the real turning point in that fight was Silas picking up the kill on the Jinx. He goes in initially, gets set ulted back out, And then I think the critical mistake that Jinx makes is she walks upwards towards that bush, and Sylas gets to go back in on her. We do see them come very close to getting away with it. Nautilus roots him, but he gets the hit just in time to wipe her out, and as soon as she goes down, Nautilus's team comp doesn't have much else. Sylas is behind. Set can't output enough damage to do that, so
Right, yeah, and we see as Zacian actually gets the pull back, and the Madman has to use the Unstoppable Onslaught to escape. I think, yeah, I mean, we don't know. It's just like last game. We've got some banger team fights as it seems like both teams can win at any time. Winter, a nice Soul Bound to dodge the stun, but he's taken so low still. He's 2 levels down on Sean, and he's a full item, I believe, as well. So he doesn't have any crit chance in his build, actually, as we see King Rolly hits the depth charge. I think Sean actually might want to fight this. He hits the Abscond Abduct. He's rooted up in place, hits the depth charge back. He's doing so much damage with the stolen abilities, as well drops down the Stranglethorns, as Winter's taken so low, has to Fate Seal out. A nice Lilting Lullaby hits too, as we see the stun come in onto the Lilia, but it's not enough as he managed to get the shred onto Sean. The full power of the Lilia passive at play there as he just does so much damage, and Sean's taken out in a 1-for-0. Again, just like last team fight, I never know who's winning until it's over.
Winter getting out, which is the skin of his teeth there. Sean unfortunately caught in a bit of a forward position again. That Sylas just, it's so hard to go out when you've gone in.
Yeah, it seems like, and he did go for the Shadow Flame second item instead of the Zanya, so he doesn't have the safety, right? He doesn't have the defensive stats to keep himself alive for another round of Kingslaying.
Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about.
Winter is just a master at, keeping his opponent interested as he just, flies out by the skin of his teeth, and I think he had the Leandri's burn on him too, so he was about to die, just barely.
Yep, we will have a lot to talk about on losing to Shopkeeper after this game, but
as a Yone guy, I'll tell you.
For the moment, it looks like we've got Zacian matching up against the Scion in the bot side. You putting the set, he's got to clear. He is missing the teleport, which is going to be very relevant as Baron starts to spawn here in the next couple of minutes. It is very dangerous to be on the bot side of the map lacking your teleport when Baron is spawning. So that's something Forge Whale Riders will have to see if they can take advantage of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the things, now that we have some downtime, Ochremancer, you can explain to us just what is going to happen in these 5v5s. You favored Nautilus so much in the 5v5s, but it seems like it's anybody's game at this point. Like, what does F-Word have to execute on to get this team fight?
Well, what the Whale Riders really need to do is they need to kill Jinx. The crux of these team fights is going to be Jinx, because Yone does not output enough damage. He's too far behind. Set doesn't do enough. It's got to be about the Jinx. And it's going to be hard for him to get in here on the Jinx if they play it properly, because Set ulting them back out, Nautilus peel, there is options here. It's really going to come down to, will Sean be able to find an in to the Jinx or not?
Yeah, I think they're going to for some creative team fights, right? I think Wall, if he managed to hit the full combo, he's actually has tons of damage, right? And he'll be able to spread the Bloodletter's Curse to everyone. Zac is not easy target to hit, right? He doesn't have a ton of peel, but there is like multiple damage threats on Nautilus, which makes it very scary for anyone to try to walk past them and hit Zac Bear's a Jinx, right? We see that Zacian's hit the Overlord's Bloodmail, which just is a huge stat stick for Set, and we see that Frozen Ace is on 2.5 items. I mean, the Seeker's Arm Guard is pretty much a full item if you count the passive, so he's got the double burn build, and he's dealing damage.
Yeah, we are going to
solo the dragon there too.
We are going to start seeing these Zanyas start to come out. We have the Arm Guard on Sean. I would expect to see it get picked up on the Zyra soon as well, and we do see it coming out on the Lilia. We've reached the middle of the game. It's time for Zanyas to come out to play. That's going to make Sean a lot safer going in with Sylas, because then you can stall out the E cooldown to come back up, and it does make you a lot safer. It's a very relevant item for Sylas. He does have one charge of that for this upcoming fight.
They see everyone's positioning around nothing. I don't think the dragon's even there for them to fight on. Oh, actually, no, it is the Infernal Dragon. Sean takes a nice chunk out of King Rolly. As we see, a huge showstopper does so much damage to OG Mush. Can he get the kill? Zacian, oh my god, he flashed! Haymaker gets the kill with the true damage. As we see the Sylas using the Zanya's out. Was dealing so much damage with the Stranglethorns and the full combo. The Fate Seal comes out as they get a kill onto the Sylas, but everyone's getting run over. Winter's limping away as the Jinx is the only damage. Oh, Frozen Ace actually flashed and gets the Blooming Blows. The Jinx is dead. Everyone is dead on each team as Zacian's taken solo. Atomic Waldo's trying to support his tank, but Frozen Ace is just being the deer in this game and running over the team fight. Can he fight the Madman Atomic Waldo?
We're going to see a teleport coming in from Winter.
As Frozen Ace is just running them over, Atomic Waldo has split up with his tank. It just means he has zero way to get out as Frozen Ace takes over that fight. I think both Zach Fair and OG Mush died immediately at the beginning of, the fight, and it's actually the top side of both teams fighting for this control of the river.
Okay, I said you needed to get the Jinx, but you didn't need to get her like that. So, Forge Whale Riders overcommits all of their resources on the Jinx, barely squeeze out the kill, and are left with nothing in Lilia damage. It does add up. As we saw in that end of that fight, she just runs rings around the Scion and Milio and slowly ticks him down.
Yeah, she's scaling it. I don't know how Winter keeps doing it, but he just escapes every damn time. I think Guo had a great, full combo onto multiple members with the Stranglethorns and the Roots, but he doesn't have the Zhonya's, actually. He went for the Rylon, which is not enough survivability, so we see a lot of damage come out from him and Sean, but once Sean uses the Zhonya's, he's dead to rights from, all the damage from the Lilia. He has no magic resist in his build, and OG Mush, we saw, Zacian wanted him bad as he flash haymakered with the full true damage, just one-shots OG Mush, even after the barrier, even after the heal, even after the breath of life. Just so much damage from this set. Yeah,
set really starting the fight off on a strong note there, chunking 3 members down to half, and just obliterating.
And that pair has the guns ready. The depth charge goes out as the breath of life heals Atomic Waldo. A nice knockup, but it's not enough as the super mega death rocket gets the kill onto Atomic Waldo. He dies for his AD carry as Guo managed to disengage, but now it's a 4v5 around the Baron buff.
Zacian is looking for it. Madman is walking up. This is a bit risky. It looks like they're going to get pinchered. Frozen Ace is coming in.
The left by himself. He gets hit with the slow by the swirl seed, and now he's getting jumped on. Winter gets his second kill of the game thanks to his
team. This might be a dragon for Team Nautilus. Might be a Baron for Team Nautilus, yeah.
This is going to be the Baron for Team Nautilus. I mean, yeah, it looked like Forge Whale Rider was just a bit disconnected.
They burn it down so fast with the
Oh, yeah, it's just dying. They got damage for insane.
Lilia Jinx, Bork, the champion.
The champion. Bork the champion. He's in this game, yeah. So just a great look from Broly to get that pick onto OG Mush, and even though Atomic Waldo saves his AD carry, he cannot save himself. So just a
Madman
nice
and Guo,
the ball lane.
Madman and Guo mispositioning in the mid fight there, pushing out a little too far and getting them to kill themselves pinchered as their mid tower goes down.
Exactly, and Guo didn't actually use the Stranglethorns to disengage there. Maybe that with the Rylai slow might have been enough to get him out, but he maybe greeds it or maybe thinks it's more valuable somewhere else, and he dies and gives the other team Baron.
Yep, it's Nautilus are really pushing this game back in. Winter started out looking pretty bad on this Yone, but he's really pulling it back, making the most of his time in these fights. Yone ult is Yone ult, regardless of how many items he's sitting on.
Playmaker Yone, how we talked about last. Oh, we see him get hit by the Decimating Smash, though. It looks like Madman wants a solo kill here. Winter's getting chunked out. He doesn't really kill this Scion, even if he has the Lord Doms. Oh, actually, he maybe is doing damage. He's got the Lethal Temple pre-stepped up. He misses. Oh, actually, it still hits. What is that hitbox on the Unstoppable Onslaught as he gets the solo kill? Guo is just the cheerleader, but Sean's getting collapsed on. A nice look from the Madman. He has TP to join his team later, but it looks like Nautilus is going to still break down the tier 2 turret on the bottom side.
Yep, trade your 2 and 7 Yone for tier 2 is a good trade in my book. Yone unfortunately just gets run down by Scion. He's just too far behind. That's a fight that Yone should win, but unfortunately, he's like a full item down on the Scion and Thorn Mail.
Yeah, exactly, and he did actually go for the LDR, which helps him kill the tanks, but he is just too far down in gold. Like, this tank has a lot of armor too. Oh, actually Frozen Ace has the flank onto the Madman. The Madman uses the ulti again, but he hits Frozen Ace. He hits the deer, but the deer is the one that actually is stronger than the car as we see the pick onto the Madman. A beautiful of the team.
This is the problem with the Scion build, is that he does have a billion armor, but Lilia is going to absolutely chew directly through him with percentage HP magic damage.
Yeah, this Lilia has scaled. I mean, I talked about how much I hate this champion in Prime Meta League, but we can see that the top lane tier 2 is broken down as Team Nautilus is using great use up their Baron buff, and they're going to take this last couple seconds to reset, and it looks like everyone is pinging for this Dragon Soul.
Whoa, is in a wild spot here.
Oh yeah, he's got a flank. He's got this Ven flank, so maybe he can make something out of that. But he's very far into him.
Zacian is looking at him.
Oh, Zacian actually has the flank on him. It's a flank for a flank. Oh, we see Zacian's out of position. They try to go for him.
Where is Zacian?
I have no clue what's going on, but Gual is actually out of position too because he's about to run head first into Zacian.
Zacian set ult, but set ult.
Anti-crystal arrow misses the set ult into Gual in position, and he gets the huge haymaker. Frozen Ace gets a 4-man hit with the booming blows, gets a sleep 1 to 3 as we see the TV coming from Sean. Winter goes in the backline, and it seems like Frozen Ace kills Gual already. Frozen Ace is taken low, but Sean is out of position. He's in a 1v4. The Madman is in the mix, but he does no damage. Zacian is still alive. Frozen Ace, this deer is unstoppable, and Zacian flashes and misses the face breaker as a nice Ultra Mega Fire Kick keeps OG Mush safe, but it is a 3-0 for Team Nautilus with that fight.
I think Nautilus wins the game here. They've got Baron buff. They've got 5 members alive against 2 from Forge Wave Riders. It's not looking good.
The Rockets are hitting a flash hook from King Rolly, gets the kill.
Game.
Yeah, this fight, it looks like game exactly. So a clean 4 for 0 as they just run over the team fight. Sean had an amazing pop-off game, but in the end, it was the Lilia who scaled and took it over. Winter TPs just to be in the group picture, and they take the win as Nautilus are the team that makes it to the 2-2 bracket. Congratulations for them in turning around what was a bad early game into a win.